Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well. In the previous class, we have discussed the types of desert and the climate of the desert. Today we'll discuss about the plant life of the desert. Plants have made various adaptations to the extreme climate of hot desert region. Desert plants have adapted in order to get as much as water as possible and also to reduce water loss. Before I explain this, I want to explain this term adaptation. Any special feature of a living organism is known as adaptation. All the living beings, they have special features which help them to survive, and these special features are known as adaptation. So all the desert plant, they have special features which help them to live in desert, because the desert area is really very hot. So what are these special features? First, they want to take as much as water as possible. Another is they reduce water loss. There are two things which they strive for. First is they try to get more water, and they try to reduce water loss. Some plants have long roots that can reach deep within the soil to obtain water, while others have branch root to get water over a wide area. So the plant try to do two things. They try to get more water, and other is reduce water loss. Now we'll see how they get more water. As you know, the plant absorb water from the roots. So the desert area, the roots could be of two type, like the roots are very deep. The roots go deep in the soil so that they can take water from the deep area, and the roots also can be wide or branch so that they can take the water from the wide area. So this is how they try to get the as much as water as they can. Now how they reduce water loss? Some plants have needle-like leaves to reduce water loss. Some plants, they don't have leaves, or the leaves are like needle. Such leaves also protect them from grazing. And as the leaves are needle-like, no animal eat them. So needle-like leaves, they are protected from the animals as well. For example, the barrel cactus have pine-like leaves. Some cacti have a thick layer of wax on their stem and leaves to retain water and as a form of protection from the strong sun. Many desert plants store water in their swollen stems or leaves. Before I explain this, I want you all to recall this. We have read this photosynthesis earlier. Photosynthesis is the process by which the leaves make their food. The green plants prepare their food using sunlight, chlorophyll and carbon dioxide. They prepare oxygen which is released in water, and in this process the water vapors are formed. Actually, this is a kind of wastewater, and this goes out from stomata. Stomata are the tiny holes on the leaves. From here, these water vapors, they go out. So what happens when a plant does not have leaf? It has needle, it has spines like cactus. It does not have leaf, it has spine, kaate. So what happens? This process stops. That means the water is not going out from the leaves. It is within the plant. So the plants, there are no leaves. The leaves are like needle. So it reduces the loss of water. Another feature is the stem is swollen That means it's bulgy, it's big, which stores water, and also it has a layer of wax, a slippery layer it has, which protect it from sun. Thus its water get saved. The drought evaders are desert plants that exist as seed before the rain. They grow as soon as the rain arrives, produce flowers and seeds, and then die. Drought evader plants, they are like sleeping plants. The seeds can be anywhere. When the rain comes, when these seeds get water, they bloom, they produce flower, seeds, and after a certain time period they die. And next time when they'll bloom again, when it will rain. So they are known as drought evader. Hence they live only when there is a lot of water. So whenever they are getting water, whenever the seeds are getting water, they'll bloom. Drought evader plant includes cottonwood trees, willows, fern, and poison ivy. So here are some examples of the drought evader plants. Drought resistors are plants that have adapted to survive long periods without water. For example, baobab tree. Drought resistors are those which can survive without water for long time period. They use water in such way that with the less quantity of water they can survive for the long time. So here we have discussed the plant life. Now move to the animal and the birds that are found in desert. A large variety of animals, birds and insects such as camels, foxes, hyenas, hedgehogs, snakes, spiders, and scorpions are found in hot desert. To avoid the heat, some small animals live in underground shelter where the temperature is much lower than that on the surface. In desert area, the temperature is really very high, so the animals mostly what they do during the day, they live in underground shelters and they come out when the temperature goes down after the sunset. They live in underground shelters because the temperature there is less as compared to the surface. So we have discussed the plant life and how the animals and the birds they cope in the desert because the temperature is very high. So it's all for the today. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.